Welcome to Make It to Wednesday, the podcast that gets you through the week with laughs, real talk, and all the Gemini energy you didn't know you needed. We are your hosts, Carly and Karla, two best friends born a week apart, but somehow total opposites. Here, we dive into life's big questions, small wins, and messy moments. Think dating, marriage, family, pop culture, and everything in between. Whether you're thriving or just surviving, we're here to remind you you're not alone. So grab your coffee, your wine, or whatever gets you through, and let's make it to Wednesday together. Welcome back to Make It to Wednesday, a hump day podcast with your show hosts.
I'm Karla.
And I'm Carly, and we're glad you're here.
We're glad you're here. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
What
we
a
made
gorgeous
it.
Wednesday. Cheers.
Cheers. Yes, and I'm having coffee.
I'm having water.
Healthy.
So healthy.
My coffee, I think, is burnt.
Well, I did hear it sizzling while you were making it earlier, and I said,
I was reheating old coffee from this morning,
So,
and so there was a
ambitious,
tiny bit left.
Yikes.
Yeah. But it's coffee.
Okay.
If she drinks.
If she, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, like a...
If the shoe fits, if it drinks.
Oh.
If
the drinks.
Let's add it to weird expressions.
Yeah, like, what is that?
We still have that rolling, too, our expressions list.
I'm going to pull it. Yeah, we're having a retreat next weekend, so that's my goal is to, like, come up with my... I have my list of expressions on my phone.
We're just going to get our shit together and, like, get it in a format that works for both of us.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
We have, like, 18,000 lists everywhere. I love it.
I'm such a list bitch.
Me too.
Such a list bitch.
But you're a list bitch in your phone.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing it goes in my phone, but then the permanent spot has to be...
On paper?
On paper.
Interesting. It's like bad for the environment, but okay. I'm such a sustainable girl, too. That's what's so
sustainable. Do you recycle?
I would if they didn't take my recycling bin. The city took my bin, so I can't recycle.
You can just request it back.
I don't even pay for trash. What the fuck would I do?
Huh.
Yeah.
Does your landlord?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
Love that.
Love that for you.
What is his name? Rob? Rich?
Rob.
I don't know.
It used to be Rob.
It might be Rob.
Your old one, right?
The one that I'm living with. Yeah, it's Rob.
It's Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
All right. So
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. What are you trying? What are you buying? What's up with you this week?
What am I trying?
Well, you know what? We should start with what we did this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We went to a party. We did like a cute road trip.
Yeah.
A little one overnighter.
Yep.
To my hometown.
Yep.
To
nearest Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago-ish. The suburbs. And we went to my sister-in-law Ashley's 40th birthday party. So happy birthday, Ashley.
Yeah, I mean,
Almost
now it's past. Yeah, but.
Well, yeah.
But like.
It's past, but.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, we got some birthdays this week, actually. So I'm just going to, really quick, if you don't mind, give a quick shout out.
We got to do it.
Happy birthday, Ashley. Happy birthday, babe. Happy birthday, babe.
Her birthday's the
420.
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's also Hitler's birthday, so take that.
Oh, I mean,
you want to.
Yeah. There's some famous person whose birthday is the same as mine, but I can't remember who.
You don't know who your birthday twin is? Mine's Brian McKnight. And
is it really? wait, he did the one, you're like a dream come true.
Yeah. And there's other people too, but
mine was like a president.
Oh.
Could be Abe Lincoln.
Imagine
could
it's
be...
like Donald Trump. Donald Trump's like June. He's a Gemini for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, we took a nice little road trip.
Yes, got to see fam. Carly
got to go upstairs at Papa Smith's
she slept
house.
Upstairs. We shared a bed, which it was fine.
I was asleep at 9:30.
Yeah, in the middle of the bed. So
was it really?
Yes,
though?
girly, the middle of the bed. Okay. You took the only blanket. So
your niece said use that blanket, so I grabbed it.
Yeah, and then you said just for me, knowing we were sharing a bed. You said this is mine now.
I mean, I didn't plan on falling asleep under the blankie.
Okay. I watched you grab the blanket and then go to sleep. So, like, what did you plan to do? Like, what was the plan there? I don't know. Just a question.
Your niece gave us one blanket, too.
Well, she had, like, a comforter.
Yeah.
We slept in my niece's bed because my bedroom is
another child's
bedroom,
bed
and that's
now.
like a twin. I'm not going to sleep on twins. Sorry. But yeah, got to hang out with family. Carly got to meet a couple friends from back home.
That was really nice.
Shout out to my girlies.
Yeah, Christina, I love that you also commented immediately on the last episode.
Yeah.
So thank you. That was
and Andrea and Jake and all our peoples.
They were really nice.
Yeah,
I was nervous about meeting because they're your people and I love you so much and I want to love your people and like, what if your people don't love me? And yeah,
girl, please.
I don't know.
People
I mean,
just like don't not like you. I know you think that people hate you.
I do.
That's not
I think
a thing.
everybody hates me.
That's insane.
Thank you.
That's insane.
Thank you.
But yeah, good weekend at home.
It was great. It was nice to leave the house. Jason got to
Yeah.
be here at the house alone.
Yeah, he was here with Simon.
Yeah. He
Thanks,
had our
Jason.
dog and Carla's dog, so he did
Good.
good.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody died.
Nobody
so
died.
Love that.
so it was a really nice time, and that was like the highlight of my week.
Oh, mine too. I'm trying to think of what else I did. Oh, I had a date. Well, yeah, I had a date.
Yeah, you had a
Did you know?
date.
Okay, so we were supposed to go, Steve number 2 and I were supposed to go to the hot tubs. There was no reservations when we called. Really
Yeah,
crazy, but like,
weird. Like nothing available?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we tried like in Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo. Nothing.
That's batshit crazy.
Yeah. But I think it is, like he was saying it might be prom weekend. And I was like, okay. Because this weekend is for sure prom weekend.
That
so
makes sense.
Good to know. And then, so we like didn't end up doing the hot tubs. But he ordered food. Did you know you can watch Coachella like on YouTube?
I forgot. I was going to go look that up
Literally,
after you said
what?
that.
We literally went to Coachella this weekend.
I love that.
Yeah, it was so good. I'm going to do it again this
so
weekend
fucking
because
cool.
it's 2 weekends in a row. So.
And you said Zed was awesome.
Zed was so good.
Yep.
He had like,
Best show.
yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like he's got hits.
He has
He's got
hits. Yeah.
Meg the Stallion Carly. She brought out Queen Latifah. She brought
Really?
out Sierra was there. It was so good.
was good.
And she's just like she's so hot.
Are these just like live then? Or
Yeah,
are they?
like, it was the
but I can go
actual
back
show.
and watch it?
Good question. I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a good
I'd
question.
love to go back and watch it.
Well, it'll be on this weekend too
Yeah.
because there's two weekends of Coachella.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. We
Okay.
can get the kids this weekend, so good luck with
That's
that.
fine. I mean, we'll find time.
But yeah, it was a good weekend. CM2, thank you so much for hanging out with me.
We're still calling him Steve number 2.
What?
He's the only Steve, but
For sure.
it just like that's
sure.
who he is now. It's like his middle name.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what his middle name is, but
When Steve he came to your place, right?
yes.
Steve, I'm just going to address him directly.
God, here we go.
Thank you for bringing your CPAP.
Oh my God, he's gonna kill me.
And also, can I borrow it?
Yeah, she
I think I have sleep apnea.
she does. She does.
Carla said I stopped breathing.
Yeah, it's the scariest thing.
I mean, I don't notice it.
Okay, but the rest of us who like don't want you to die, like while we're sleeping right next to you, would like you to get a CPAP machine.
I think that would be for the best. So, Steve, if I could borrow that just to
Ew,
like
it's like on his
see-
face.
Oh,
Hello? What would you do?
I guess I forget how they like. Do they?
Yeah, it was super sexy.
Does it look
See
like
his-
Predator
his
with his-
CPAP machine and his like mouth guard?
in his mouth guard.
Really cute. Really
That's
cute.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had a good date. I'm glad.
good.
Yeah, I'm glad for
It
your
was a good time.
week.
Yeah.
It's just been a pretty average week for me. Like,
Okay. Good average.
yeah, I mean,
Is average good for you?
sure.
Okay. We'll take
Yeah.
that. We'll take that.
I mean, so when Carla and I recorded the last episode, we were getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
And we also were talking about how we were going to, sync up on our periods.
Guys, you'll never guess what happened.
We started our periods immediately
Quite
after.
literally, as she was saying that, we got our period.
We got our periods. And we both were
TMI,
like,
sorry.
let's go to the bathroom. It's our fucking show.
Whatever,
Let's go to the bathroom before we leave, because it's a 3-hour drive. And I was like, Carla, you better go too. I just started my period. And there we go.
That was it. That was it.
So we've been a little like
Blah.
blah,
It's
bloated and bitchy.
Bloated and bitchy. I don't feel like I've been bloated.
I don't feel like I've been bitchy.
Definitely been bitchy. I have been bitchy.
I've been horny. Sorry, babe.
Yikes.
He's had his
What are you
running
saying,
shoes
sorry
on.
for? What does that mean?
My
What does that mean? His running shoes.
Okay, this is an expression. My dad used to gross me out because he would, if my mom looked really nice, like, and they were going on a date or something, he'd be like, "Oh, Bet, get your running shoes on," meaning he was going to chase her around because she looked so cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cute.
Carla's so grossed out right now.
What? I've never heard that before. Get your running shoes on. I'd be like, no. Just come with me. You know what I mean?
I told my mom that the other day when I was visiting her and Jeff, and Jeff's like, "Yeah, no,
Oh,
like I'm
weird.
not running around.
Yeah.
We're not chasing. I don't feel good enough.
Me and Jeff, we tired.
We tired."
We tired. I get it, Jeff. I get it.
So yeah, we started our periods, and that's been the week. It's been the week.
That has been the week.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome for that information.
Mm-hmm.
I always say, like, how many straight men do you feel like listen to this podcast? I know.
Straight men?
Yeah, at least
one.
At least two.
Two.
At
Steve
least two.
and Jason.
At least three.
At least 3. There we go. And like they already know our period schedules. So.
Yeah, I guess Steve knows what he does now. So.
Yeah, you do now. I don't know. I want to normalize stuff. Like,
That's fair.
Men get to talk about anything their bodies do. Why can't we talk about the things ours do? Like our boobs sweat and we have periods.
Yeah.
Did you have an aha moment?
No, I had like a thought. I was going to share something, but it's not my business.
Please.
I'm not going to say it on the podcast.
Okay. Just put a pin in it for later.
Steve, I'm going to tell her what she told me today, but I'm just going to say.
Great. I can't fucking wait.
Anyways.
I'm not buying anything right now.
I don't think I am either. I was trying to think like, I haven't done, I've been working.
Yeah.
Work has been taking over my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
I've been buying parking. I've been buying healthcare. I'm buying health insurance.
How's the marketplace?
I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what to look for. I'm looking for specific medications that are approved through my insurance.
Okay. And once you find that, then you'll be like, that's the one.
Yep.
Okay.
And we get like a stipend at work to like pay for
your health insurance.
Yeah. So
will
I'm trying
it cover the cost?
We'll
could.
See. It'll cover the cost of the one with the insurance, the insurance that has the medication that I'm trying to get approved for.
Good. Okay.
I'll have to get a new doctor, but that's okay.
That's fine. Like new doctors are a dime a dozen.
Literally.
Speaking of new doctors, Jason and I had to, we didn't fight our doctors because like it's not them messaging you. It's like an RN. But we both are on medications. He's on a high blood pressure med. I'm on a depression med. He needed a refill like a week ago. I needed a refill like a couple days ago. Requested it. We had 0 refills left.
Oh, and you have to call the doctor? It's like a whole thing.
So I like messaged. Yeah. But the thing is, I just saw my doctor in like end of December. And so I'm like, why would they say that I'm due? Like they messaged back and said I was overdue for a check-in about my depression. And I said, that's weird because I was just in December. And they're like, yeah, but you canceled the meeting in January. Well, I had elevated blood pressure and I said, I'll start monitoring it. I'm changing a little bit of how I'm eating and exercise and stuff. Yeah. It's just like that time of the year. So I'll monitor it. The appointment came up and I said, yeah, like I think that was around when I was sick maybe too. And I just said, hey, I'll reschedule when I'm able. Wasn't like a dire appointment, but then they see that I canceled that. So they're like, yeah, you're due. And I just said, no, I'm actually not. Like I had this appointment.
Like call your doctor and be like, hey, can you just like throw a prescription in here real quick?
Yeah. And they did.
It's like not safe for me to like be without my medication.
No, like you can't go from the high dosage that I'm on to like nothing. It's bad. It's really bad.
Hello?
So even if I wanted to wean off, like weaning off is different than just like cold turkey.
Cold turkey. That's insane.
So I told him like, I really need you to fill this. I have 1 left. And then Jason had to fight to get his. And then we finally got those filled. So just our healthcare system is pretty fucked.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah. We're not going to go down this road today.
Yeah. I could soapbox that shit.
Uh-huh.
They don't give a fuck about us.
They don't give a fuck about us.
But I won't get into it.
Yeah. Not today. We'll get into it later. So yeah, you just saying that gave me the feels about having to message with a provider the other day. And like I've had to change providers. We started going to a new place. I finally established a primary care physician. And then he moved. Thanks, doctor. He was awesome. He, yeah.
Crazy.
Well, because he was the one I could get in with the earliest. Like he had a cancellation. I was like, oh, I want to establish care. I'll go. I don't expect a lot from him. Coolest fucking guy. Jason loved him. I loved him. Elliot loved him.
You have the same doctor as your husband?
We all did for a minute.
I feel like, is that weird?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was phenomenal. And he was older. And I just figured like, let's call it what it is. Old white dude. He's not going to hear me. Like he's not. There would
be no chance of me going to that man.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry. And he was the very coolest, down to earth, like could talk about anything. And when I told him about Elliot's ADHD and when I talked to him about my depression, he was just very open to like, yeah, what do you want to try? We can do this. Here's some courses of action. Like just chill. And then he moved.
Yeah.
So I've been bounced around and I'm about done with it. I think I want to switch. So.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm kind of like frustrated thinking about it. So that's something I'm trying this week is not to get overly frustrated.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Not to scream at my provider because they're getting a lot of flack. So they're good people.
Yeah.
Who probably want the best for other people.
Probably. Not always, but they want the money. Just kidding.
Just kidding. Also, I've realized that through COVID, I think a lot of providers are relying on automated messages. So if you cancel an appointment, you might get an automated message back, or if they cancel it, for instance, Jason had a dental appointment, the provider was out. They canceled it. Well, then like a week later, they sent him an automated text that said, you're overdue. Well, of course
bitch,
he's
you
overdue.
canceled it. What the fuck? I was ready.
And
Hello?
he was very mad. And I said, honey, you got to remember, like, they don't have staff to actually be behind a screen doing that. That's an automated message just letting you know.
I actually would prefer that.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to anybody in person.
No,
like
just
real.
text. It's fine. So, yeah. Okay. I'm off my soapbox. Anything else you're trying or buying that you're like
I know, I feel like
pretty enthusiastic about?
I'm enthusiastically buying more candles.
Ooh, I love
Yeah,
that.
I'm down to 4, and I said, absolutely not.
That's 4 too few.
4 too few. Love that. I was like, what's she about to say? It's 4 too few. So I'm gonna get some candles. I was trying to wait till the Bath and Body Works sale, but
Yeah,
no luck.
didn't quite make it.
Can't happen.
I missed it by like a day. This last time. Yeah. One thing we didn't talk about, I guess I'll just bring it up now because we bought things there.
Oh, yeah. We did buy some things.
We did buy some things. On our way back from Chicago area, we stopped at Lion's Den.
And for those that don't know, that is an adult store.
An adult recreational battery operated toy store. I don't know.
Okay.
They have all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And they had a wide selection of DVDs, which I didn't expect.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Who the fuck's buying that?
DVDs nonetheless, and they weren't like cheap.
I didn't even look.
I think they're probably making bank on the people that like grew up in the DVD era, like our parents' ages, you know?
They're still buying DVDs?
Probably.
Your DVD player still works? What the hell?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I guess.
I don't know. Not me, though.
So yeah, there were a lot of those. There was a lot of lingerie, some fun toys. We got to look around.
Yeah, I got to do some explorations.
Yeah. It's really close to a truck stop, so
Yeah. So imagine what that was
Sunday
like.
midday, I was like, it may be a good trucker time, might not be. I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad when we were in there.
Sure. It was whatever.
And the young gal that like was the manager, she was really awesome.
Carly loves to talk to the people who work at stores.
I love when they're actually helpful.
Sure.
And she was pretty helpful for me.
Sure.
For
yeah.
the things I was purchasing.
Yeah.
Which wasn't much.
Okay, do you want to share what you purchased?
No, thank you.
That's fair. I won't be sharing what I purchased either.
You won't?
No.
Just like a really modest outfit for both of us, you know?
Yeah. Outfit. That's important. Yeah. Mine, nothing, no toys of any sort for me.
You had to end that with for me.
You also didn't get any toys.
Correct.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. Thank you. But it was a really cool experience. I haven't been into a Lion's Den in a while. Just like
Same.
seeing what they got and yeah. Plus it was good to stretch our legs.
Yeah.
The one thing I was annoyed about was that they didn't have a public restroom though.
Oh.
And I get it.
Did you have to use the bathroom?
I had to pee.
Did you really?
But I
You
held
didn't
it
mention at all.
for the rest. No, I didn't have to pee that bad.
Oh.
But anytime I'm like halfway through a trip, if we stop somewhere,
You're like,
I'm gonna
just
pee.
may as well try.
Yeah, I may as well
Peed
try.
outside. Would you pee outside?
I have before.
Of course. I know.
With you.
I know.
The tipping point on our friendship was when I peed in front of a car, shit-faced, and we had a whole conversation.
Yeah, it was at a rave
It was at a underground rave at like
that we saw.
3 a.m. I don't know
A
what
fellow
time it was.
coworker.
She invited us.
Did she invite us to that?
She did. That's where I heard about it from.
That's inappropriate as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I just thought we like happened to be there at the same time.
Nope.
Wow.
Did that seem like my scene or?
At the time, it seemed like a scene you would have been a part of at the time. Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Because even I felt uncomfortable there.
It's uncomfortable as hell.
It was.
Yeah, it was like
What a
some random
weird
ass
place.
basement ass, whatever.
It was like a warehouse.
Yeah, very haunted, very scary.
And then remember everybody was gathering on the side of the warehouse? Like, weren't there porta-johns or something that way? And people were just like...
Oh, there was no way I was using that.
That's why I
don't
peed in
know.
front of the car, so... All right, anyways, we can move into Listen, Bitch. I think it's your turn to pick a card this week,
Okay.
so I'm just going to, like, dump them and set some down in front of you, and you just... Why are they
not that
all in
one.
the wrong direction? You just do what you want to do here.
Oh, not the white one.
Not the white one.
Listen, bitch. There's no such thing as the right time. Trust yourself and do it.
Oh,
No.
wow.
No.
No, I reject this.
No.
Is that...
Can you read it for us?
Yeah. Listen, bitch, there's no such thing as the right time. Trust yourself and do it. Okay. I mean, do you ever feel like there is a right time for... It's the right time to start a podcast. It's the right time to have kids. It's the right time to...
Yeah, I think there's a such
Insert
thing
it.
as the right time. There's no such thing as the wrong time. Oh, maybe that's backwards. Mm-hmm. That's definitely backwards. That's definitely backwards.
Say it one more time.
No, it was wrong. It was wrong.
It was wrong. It wasn't right.
It was wrong. It was wrong. Yeah, I would say you're right. I guess.
Yeah.
There's a such thing as the right time though.
Yeah.
Like there's the right time to have a conversation. Do you know what I mean?
There's no such thing as the right time. Trust yourself and do it. Or you might know it's the right time but resist doing it.
Yeah.
So it's the right time regardless of your feelings about it sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure. For sure.
Sometimes our feelings are playing catch up.
Most times.
All the time.
Times,
yeah.
Every single time.
Every time.
Okay.
Speaking of feelings playing catch up.
Okay.
Last week I mentioned, so I was thinking about this. I mentioned that my first ever boyfriend had just gotten married recently.
Yeah.
And that he had cheated on me and whatever else way back when. My question for you and for anyone listening is, do you have any moments in time or instances or people that made you doubt yourself, feel less confident,
oh my God,
or that completely crushed you? Like when you think about like, who are those people and what are those times for you?
Of course.
Yeah.
I think every single one was a man.
Every single one?
I really think so. I'm trying to think. Yeah. I mean, it's hard for a woman to like
really hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a man, but only in the sense of like in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like feeling less than in a relationship.
Because in those cases, you're trying to be, I hate saying this because it feels so like The Bachelor. No. You're trying to be vulnerable and you're trying to be, but like you truly do think, I'm going to let this person in and I'm going to insert myself in their life and then something super shitty happens.
Yeah, that's actually happened almost every single time for me.
I was thinking that too. Like same for me.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, that's until you find
the right one or the whatever.
One, yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's going to happen. That sucks.
Huh.
Why even try? What the fuck? That makes you like not even want to try.
I'm so sorry.
No.
But like.
No, it's fine. Like, I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
But like, it still sucks. Like
it does.
It's like going into life, going into relationships, no matter the situation, knowing that heartbreak is a possibility.
Yes. Or that most times it's inevitable.
Yeah. And I actually think, I think even if you find the one, that person can still hurt you to a point where like
it's irreversible.
Yeah.
So the guy I talked about last week,
Andrew, because you named him.
Andrew, because I named him. There's 1,000 Andrews. I've dated multiple Andrews too, which is like whatever. But I was thinking about, not only did he cheat on me, and like I'm not. You think back and you put yourself in your shoes then. Like in my head, I'm like, okay, 14, 15, 16-year-old me who's heartbroken, first relationship, long relationship. There was a time after the breakup, there was a girl that we went to high school with.
Yeah.
Who he was close with. They were in the same grade. They were a grade above me. And a year later, 2 years later, whenever it was, I saw on social media, he had posted some photos, maybe when his grandma died. And I still remember this, and I was thinking about this more with like those little things that you could be the most confident person and something is going to take you down a peg. And that's all it takes to start knocking you down.
Yeah.
And there was a photo of him with that girl, I think at his grandma's funeral, whatever it was, right? Luncheon, I don't know what it was. But there was something he posted with her. And he put like a tagline in that said like coulda, shoulda, woulda. Or whatever it is that people say. I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
And at the time, it just made me feel like physically ill.
Yeah, I would be sick to my
because
stomach.
like we had been dating at the time that however that worked out, it was like we had been dating at the time the photo was taken, but then later he posted it or it was something weird. And that was the first time I think a guy actually, like people had hurt me up until that point, like middle school boyfriends, things like that. But then you get in your first like loving, you feel like you trust this person relationship and bam, they knock you down a little.
Yeah.
And I was reminiscing about that the other day and how painful it was. And then you and I had talked about the last person that really significantly hurt me before Jason. And that person hurt me so much to the degree that I think I hurt everyone after him. Like I was the person who was like not being the best person and not like I literally texted a boyfriend that I needed a break. like after that, because I just was like so over the bullshit, didn't want to like deal with it. So I realized that like people can knock you down so hard that you start like dishing out the behaviors back. And I'm so glad to not be there anymore, but it makes me wonder, like, what are those things that have happened to other people that have like formed them to be who they are now and how they react to things now.
Yeah. I wonder how many, like, what the percentage of those things, like, how many of those situations are relationships?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, when I say I mean romantic relationships. Right? Like,
yeah.
It's got to be pretty high. Like,
it has to be
high.
Because
that's the person you're supposed to trust, no matter how long you were together, whatever.
Yep. But above all else,
yeah,
this is your person.
Your person.
That you're putting yourself out there for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me ill.
Yeah, it's really awful. It's really, really awful. I'm trying to think of like the most recent time where I was like, I felt heartbroken. Actually, I know when it was.
Yeah.
It's so dramatic. Like,
it's not.
No, it is, Carly. Like, it is. Like,
but with matters of like the heart and the head, is a feeling ever dramatic? Because you feel it.
Like,
you
I
know?
feel it, but I was delusional. I was delusional in that situation. Like, I broke my own heart making expectations out of something that there weren't there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that's on me. I realize that. I actually do that quite often.
You think so?
100%. I set myself up for heartbreak.
Yeah.
99% of the time. No, not 99 is kind of high.
But 95 maybe.
Yeah, but and it wasn't even like, I don't know. I just like, I'm such a romanticizer. Like, I romanticize so many aspects of my life.
Yeah.
And like so many situations that like I see myself like, I live out a fairy tale. Like, I literally in my head, I live in a fairy tale.
Which is so interesting because I think you're so practical on so many levels.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. I would
really?
never use that word to describe me. I would never use that word to describe me.
Let me just, I'm going to be ruminating on it a little bit more, but, I
don't know, but yeah.
But you think you've had something like that recently that you're like.
You would disagree? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. Yeah. And I think the thing is, like, when you know how you feel, you know how you feel. Mm-hmm. And like, there are people who meet someone and within a week are like, that's my person, you know? And it's hard when those feelings aren't mutual.
Yeah.
And that happens to people.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
And I don't even want to say it wasn't mutual because, like,
yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is.
There's a lot of things within the uniqueness of each relationship.
Yeah.
But I guess what was the first?
Oh, we don't want to do this.
What was the first? When was the first time that you were taken down a peg in your confidence because of a romantic relationship?
Maybe
and you can't say elementary.
Of course. I would say probably in college.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe, but like not, I don't know. No, I would...
Now, you had a serious boyfriend in high school, though, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't call him a boyfriend.
Okay.
I don't think he would either.
You had a serious situationship.
Define. Serious... My family didn't know about it.
Okay.
So, like...
So how serious could it be?
The girlies did. Like, the friends knew, but...
The girlies did.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry, you know.
Yeah. But like but even that to me, like, I don't mean, that's not what I mean when I say, I'm thinking when I was looking for, like, actively looking for,
like, open to,
you know?
Yeah.
That wasn't until maybe like late in college.
Okay.
Like, and I'm trying to think of who, because I know who I was in college was like, I wasn't.
Who were you in college? Let's just answer
wasn't,
that real quick.
I don't.
You're saying I wasn't.
If you happen to be listening to this and we might have gone on a date or two in college, I'm so sorry. Like,
were you the problem?
I was 1,000% the problem. I was 1,000% the problem. Oh my God. Yeah.
How?
Just like, I was having fun. I don't know.
Good
like,
for
I was
you.
just like doing my thing.
Yeah.
Some people maybe have gotten hurt from that.
Yeah.
And I apologize. I genuinely feel bad. Like,
yeah. Hindsight.
Yeah, of course. At the time, you couldn't tell me shit.
Right.
Now,
yep.
I'm really sorry. Like, to anyone that I hurt, To all the boys I loved before. Is that what it's called?
The boys I've loved before.
I apologize. But now I feel like it happens to me more than I do it to other people, for sure.
Okay.
Like, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like, I'm a fairly confident person when it comes to like knowing who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know the person I present to myself to be in relationships is authentic.
Is you.
Like
Yeah.
it just it is. And so like I wasn't always that way.
Okay.
And so like now when something happens and like it doesn't work out, I'm like, it must be me. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
it must be.
It must be me.
It must be me.
What a shit feeling that is to have too.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. But I'm thankful that I have people like people who like remind me of who I am and like will never let me say a bad word about myself.
Yeah.
If you can help it. Like,
yep.
I appreciate people like you, like my sisters, like people in my life that do that. Just like wish more men would do that. No, and again, you know what? That's not even fair to say because it's a me thing.
But it's easy to get down to it and say, I wish this one little thing would change, right? Because like in our heads, we know what we know.
Yeah.
I found personally that like while I've gained confidence in my number one romantic relationship, right, with my husband, like as I've gained confidence there, I find that I've lost confidence in other areas. So I felt like I've almost had a trade-off.
Where do you feel like you've lost confidence?
I overthink friendships now.
Do you?
I do. 100%. I could have an interaction with somebody at a party that is so insignificant to them, and I will be replaying it for the rest of my life.
That's so funny. That's how I am with relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if we've seen each other or hung out recently and then I don't hear from you for a few days and I'm like, oh, you hate me now? I replay like, what did I say? What did I possibly say that offended Carla, that I hurt her so bad and she can't tell me what it is? It's truly
so important that you know that that's not a thing. Like,
I know it's a me thing. Jason tells me it's a me thing.
Like it's not, and I'm to anyone who like if you have ever
Carla
felt
disappears
like,
on you.
Yeah, I have just been so awful with communication lately. Like,
it hasn't everybody though. It's not like don't really ever feel like.
Yeah, some people more than others.
The weight of the world is heavy.
Yeah.
Were you calling somebody out there?
That person, he's not listening. Whatever.
Yeah. But fuck you. I don't know who it is we're referencing. So obviously solidarity. I will always be the love of your life.
Appreciate that.
But no, I get in my head lately about like feeling, I don't know. There's something about putting yourself out there. And now that we're doing the podcast similarly, like, and you just start thinking about things. And we brought up my first ever boyfriend on the last episode. And then I was thinking about my like end of high school into college boyfriend, and how destroyed I was when that relationship ended and what that did to my confidence then and how it changed how I interacted in relationships moving forward.
Yeah. Do you feel like have you always, I feel like I know the answer to this, but I'm not sure. Do you feel like you've always been, it's the word bold, as like, I guess as bold as you are.
Extroverted.
Yeah, okay, sure. But not even that, but just like in a relationship, like confident. Never mind. I don't know how to say, like, I don't understand. I don't know how to say what
like when we go to a bar and I kiss a stranger?
Yeah, sure. But like just in general, like
putting yourself out there.
Yeah. Exactly that.
Yeah, I would say I've probably always been bold in that sense.
Crazy.
But
that's so cool.
Now I have the questioning behind it where before I didn't. I could be bold and be like, I'm a badass. And now I'm bold and I'm like, am I
weird?
Fucking delusional?
Like, is that weird? Yeah.
Did I just make shit weird? Yeah.
Is there a situation that you thought of that you're thinking of right now that like comes to play? I can think of one.
You can?
For you, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you should be able to think of it too. It happened recently.
Not with me. Recently?
Yeah. I'm not going to say what it is, but
okay.
You know it. If you think hard
enough. In my head, I think I've had so many of them.
Oh, this one is obvious.
this one's obvious? Yeah. Okay. It's not obvious to me in this moment, but
anyways.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? How often, like, I'm thinking now, like, my boyfriend in high school.
Yeah.
I would sneak out of the house. Was that an air quote? Yeah, like, boyfriend. I would sneak out of the house so often.
Would you really?
Yeah, just to, like, go hang out. Isn't that crazy?
You did?
That's so dangerous.
That's bold.
That's dangerous.
With him?
Yeah. Deadass, like almost like 3 or 4 times a week.
How old was he? Your age?
A year older.
Okay. It's not as terrifying as being
he was in my grade, but he was a year older.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you're in high school and he's like out of high school, that's like really dangerous.
Yeah, no. That's not.
What time would you sneak out?
Like when people went to bed.
Really?
Whenever anyone was like go out because we had the basement door.
Yeah.
We just like go in the basement and pop out of there.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
So crazy.
I
never got caught.
Never did that.
Really?
In middle school, like 8th grade, there were some guys I was friends with, and they like, I can't even say snuck out. It was like midday, and they like ended up walking my parents' property and were like, come up back and hang out. Like we had a bunch of acreage. So like I snuck out and walked back there to meet them, and my dad found out. Like,
yikes.
I got in trouble. Yikes. So did my friend who went with me.
Damn, he snitched.
Yeah. And then I did lie one time.
Okay. I didn't lie, to be clear. I did not lie. I just never told anybody.
Do you remember the 3-way calling thing?
Yeah,
like
of course.
You could, yeah.
Of course.
And actually what's funny is the night I lied and got in trouble, I was also with Jason that night. We weren't dating. He was dating someone else. I was dating
at Tramp.
I was right. No, I liked her. She seemed decent from what I knew of her. But Jason was dating her. I was dating the guy I know Jason because of. Yeah. And there were other friends there. We went to a concert, and then I stayed over at my boyfriend's apartment. And I don't really remember actually like staying over. I don't remember a lot of it. I just remember the lie because like the next morning it was really snowy, like bad, shouldn't have been driving. And my dad called me and he's like, where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm at my friend's. And he's like, no, you're not. I drove by there to do my plow route this morning and there were no tire tracks.
Damn.
I was like,
no,
oh,
Dad.
shit, Dad. I'm so sorry.
My car
I did
got
my
stuck.
car and I walked.
I walked here. It's fine. It's fine.
He told me, get home safely as quick as you can.
Damn. I would have taken my fucking time.
I did.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
You guys want to hang out for a little while or?
Yeah, like.
It's not time for me to go home just yet. Like,
want to go to breakfast?
Yeah, let's do something real quick. Scary.
So I guess I did lie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Liar.
Sorry. But you snuck out like 2 to 3 times a week.
Never got caught. Not once.
And you would go where?
Did you guys know this? My siblings.
Yeah.
I would like.
Did you guys know this?
Go to either like friends' houses to like meet up with the guy I was talking to.
Whoever's parents weren't aware of what was going on. Yeah. Wow.
Or like go drink. It was so crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think they ever knew. Maybe Bayo knew. I don't know. But
he's giving I knew, but I didn't say
what was he going to say?
Yeah.
What the fuck was he going to say? He was also sneaking. He was doing some
crazy shit. He's the youngest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My sister was asking about that. I'm like, Bayo's the youngest. And then I was questioning myself about it. Like,
yeah, Kelly, Kendra, Carla,
yeah.
Kyle.
I finally have the order down after like 6 years. So.
Well, it's a confusing thing with the names.
It really
is. The initials are crazy.
Well, and honestly, Kendra gives oldest sibling energy.
Yeah.
So it confuses things.
That's fair. She gets that all the time.
Yeah. And you give like baby of the family energy.
Do I? Oh, okay.
But you kind of are.
I am.
Like
I am.
Yeah.
I'm the baby girl.
Yeah.
And Dad treats me as such.
And I think that's phenomenal.
Thank you.
Speaking of your dad, not to do a heavy shift here.
Okay.
But he really grilled me about the podcast.
Which is so crazy.
While I was tipsy.
He never ever talks to me about it.
He sat down right across from me.
Yeah.
At Ashley's 40th. And he's like, so what's your podcast about? And I was like,
right.
Doesn't Carla tell you? I don't know.
He's never one to ask me.
I was a little tipsy. I had a couple gummies. Pop Smith doesn't talk a lot. And here he is sitting down across from me.
He does talk a lot. I know. That's fair. And he's like a really scary person. Like
terrifying. Mostly because of his height, I think.
Yeah, he's
anyone who's taller than me, I'm like, oh.
And he's like 6'1", 6'2".
Ginormous.
Yeah, he's tall.
To me, he's 8 feet. Like
that's fair. Yeah, and he's got like he sounds like God. He's like a
yes,
yeah,
yes.
I can see that.
He could narrate like Morgan Freeman does.
He was when we had like plays at church. He played God because his voice is so deep.
Now I know why I'm terrified. He's judging me.
Yes, that's true. He is judging you.
But you know what? I confidently looked at Carla and said, "We talk about Carla's dating life."
Crazy thing to say to my father.
And she just went, "Okay."
I
was like, she might be mad at me about that one later.
A little bit. It's fine.
Sorry.
You know what's crazy? I've never been an open person about my dating life. You know this. Like
I know
I'm just
that.
Like,
well, I've realized that even more and more as the years go on.
Yeah.
Like I always thought you were kind of joking, and I'm like,
I really People, like, my family didn't know I was dating somebody in high school.
That's so wild.
Like, never been. Even in college, never.
No idea.
Yeah. My friends knew.
And my family was like the whole, oh, you hung out with so-and-so? Did they want to come over for dinner?
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's how Clyde's family was, too.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
Yeah, it's just, and now, like, the whole world knows my fucking business.
Yeah. And now the whole world.
Yeah, all 100 people.
100 people love them, right?
But yeah, so my dad grilled you and never once asked me about it.
But you know what? I love, and I don't know what it is. Like, I've always enjoyed talking with people's parents. Like, it's just, sometimes it's uncomfortable because, like, you don't know them that well. But, like, I used to talk to my dad all the time about anything and everything. So, like, when my best friend's dad suddenly starts grilling me, I'm like, let me tell you everything about our life.
Whatever.
You want me to tell you about Carla?
He has
Sure.
every opportunity to find out himself.
He does.
He's choosing not to, so.
Why do you guys not talk so much?
What the fuck would we talk about?
I don't know. Why doesn't he ask you about what the podcast's about?
That's a good question.
Maybe he feels like you have always been such a closed book that I'm the in for him.
Doesn't hurt to ask. That's all I'm saying. I'm
Papa
not.
Smith, if you're listening,
clear,
she's ready to answer all of your questions.
He is not listening to
all of your questions.
And if he was listening at the start, he stopped listening by now. That's for sure.
You think so?
Definitely. When we went to the Lions Den, yeah, he stopped listening. He cut out probably about that part.
He always listens
to
the first like 2 minutes.
Store and he's like,
what episode are they on? Okay, that's enough.
Yeah,
that's enough.
That's good. Yeah.
No, I like your dad. I like
too.
going home with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Go home with me.
I'm trying to go home with you. You want to make out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yiggity yiggity.
Thank you. I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, I really did. But if you're listening and you have had relationships that have knocked you on your ass, that have made you feel like you're less confident, that have made you lose confidence, reach out to us, even privately. Like, just share.
Yeah.
Or if you're like, hey, I'd love to hear your take on this.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear it. Yeah.
Love to hear
and
it.
we empathize with you and sympathize with you because it fucking sucks.
It sucks. It's the worst fucking feeling.
And one thing I'd love to explore is how do you gain confidence back after all of that? Like,
I'd love to explore that as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have the answer to that at all. I have no clue.
And I know people have different tips, like go to therapy, do this, do that. But I'm just saying, like, internally, how do you make it right with yourself?
Yeah. And do you?
I don't know.
I really don't know.
Maybe that's where fake it till you make it comes in.
And that's what I've been doing for my whole life.
We are good at that.
So good at that.
All right.
I think there was one more thing we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to go? We made a list last year.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I will get my shit together one of these days when I'm going to pull out the printed paper because it was in a note and then the note got too long and I couldn't read it. So we made a list last year. I think this was like my list.
Sure.
I know you had some additions. I haven't found them yet.
Oh, okay.
But I put things we want to do in 2024, but like reading the top one, that feels like a me thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to read through the ones that are appropriate enough to read and just say, did I do that or did I not?
Okay. Sure.
Are you ready? Snowboarding at least once. What do you think?
No.
I didn't do that. And I was going to sell my board and I didn't do that either.
Oh, well, good. We can do it this year.
Go to the UP at least once.
Yeah.
Or at least twice.
Yeah,
check.
you did.
I did like 3 times.
One thing off the list.
Let's just put a little check mark next to that. Kayaking.
Done.
I kayaked last year, yeah.
Yep, sure did.
The next one I definitely failed at. Read a book a month.
That's your goal this year too,
2 books a month. Because if I didn't do
I was going to ask you how you're
faltering.
Okay.
By the end of the year, I'll have read 24 books.
Okay,
but
that's good enough. That's the goal, right?
But like, why did I think if I couldn't read a book a month in 2024, why did I think I could do 2 a month in 2025? Oh, this one's a nice one. Start a walking routine.
Oh, okay. I feel like you've done that.
I'm not good with routines. It's the ADHD part of me that like I need to have a chore chart that says go walking bitch and then I would do it. Mm-hmm. So have I walked? Yes. Is it a routine? Not in the slightest.
Not yet.
Go tubing 3 times.
I did.
I think that I did. I think I went 3 or 4 times. Not as much as I would have wanted to.
Sure.
I'd like to up that for this year.
Okay. How many times? Let's set a goal.
5.
Okay. Doable.
Mm-hmm. Stop bringing stuff into the home and focus on what is already there. Be happy with what you already have. I'm trying not to buy. What does that mean? How do we like measure that? I'm getting rid of more stuff. What is this?
Because like the table sitting right here. Are you kidding?
That was in 2024, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, it was.
And that was the year I said stop bringing stuff into
Just
the home.
saying, and look at the table. It's fine.
But like it's useful. I should have defined this one better. I also put help redecorate Carla's house. Check. Get a tattoo. I didn't last year.
No. This is the year.
This is the year. I have 3 already, and I want to get one with you for your birthday and one with Jason. Okay. Question. Okay. I told Jason the other night, Jason, you have to understand that I am going to get a tattoo with Carla before I get one with you. And I said, you are married to me, and we do a lot together, but this would mean a lot for me and for Carla. And he said,
wow.
Okay, then I guess we just won't get one. And I said, we can.
No, like
Blake, Carla doesn't get a lot of like, firsts with me. So like, we're going to do this.
I don't get a lot of firsts.
How does that feel?
I feel honored. I feel very special. I hope it actually happens this year now. Now it has to happen.
Oh, I plan on doing that for our birthday. So
yeah.
I have the artist picked out.
Again, okay.
Okay. Get a tattoo. Didn't do last year. Doing this year. Are you okay with that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want a tattoo, right?
Yeah.
I
got a note. Again, I got like.
Are you okay with your first tattoo being with me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's.
Did you if you made a promise to somebody else, you can honor it?
I'm trying to think before babe, I don't think I promised anything.
I don't think I know we talked about it before, but
yeah,
we'll figure that part out. The last 2 on here, I can't read, but I can tell you that I didn't do them.
Wait, why can't you read them?
One involved, nope, I just can't. Just know that they're very deeply personal.
Okay. Do I know what they are?
They're just like experience things.
Okay.
And what the fuck does this mean? I put OnlyFans idea, power washing rugs in lingerie. You and I had a conversation once.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because those videos are so nice.
Power washing rugs. Oh my God.
I could watch those all day.
This rug is brown. No, it's not. It's crisp white.
Yeah. And like lingerie.
So it would make it an OnlyFans like monetary haven.
Perfect.
So that was my list of like my basic list of things I wanted to do in 2024.
Okay. We got there.
I don't
know.
Not really. I honestly, if I look at this, I definitely only put check marks by like a couple. So
yeah, but you did other things.
I did other things.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like it was a wash of a year.
Well, and that's the whole thing is you set intentions, right? And like call them goals, call them intentions, call them whatever. But like I'm not going to hold myself to such strict standards this year.
Yeah.
If I say I want to go tubing 5 times and I end up not doing that, well, what did I do instead? Did I get outdoors? Did I go backpacking more?
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure how you're going to do tubing 5 times, but because you
I already have 2 on the calendar, so.
Okay, with who?
With you.
What?
When Kelsey is up.
Oh, sure.
And my family tube trip.
Fair. Okay.
Betty will not let you go.
Like, I'm down.
Just so you know.
Let's do it, mama.
So there's 2 out of 5. And I figure you and I will pick another one with like Elena sometime. Which Elena, I'm assuming you want to do it. And if you don't, you're going.
Say no.
Yeah. Like we
do it every year.
Hello? Yeah. We didn't last year, the 3 of us, though,
really?
Did we?
I felt like we did.
Maybe I just didn't take pictures. Because the year before.
When was the year you lost your phone? That was last year, wasn't it?
2 years.
Oh, damn.
Because that was a very stressful.
Yeah. You're right.
Like coordinating tube trips with friends.
You're right.
In the future, I'm going to be like, all you bitches get your own rides. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Same.
So those were my 2024 intentions that I have written down.
Okay. Do you want to make a list starting for 2025?
I started one. I didn't find it right before this.
I know. I was just thinking I can't find mine in my note either.
I know. That's why I need to go back to this like notebook and just write them. That way it's always in the notebook. And I can flip back. I can flag it. I can like... That'll be healthier for me in my brain for sure. All right. You want to move into Pick Your Poison?
Let's do it.
Yeah. They are down here. Yeah. So we are going to be doing our podcast retreat next weekend, like in a week from when this airs, in days from when this airs. I don't know.
Literally days.
It's like, who knows? Time is so weird. And we're very excited to talk about the format of the show. We might even be painting the studio space. Who knows? Who knows what will come of it? But I'm pretty excited about it. And if anyone is listening and you have any ideas for things we should focus on during the retreat, feel free to pop them in and just know that we may or may not like go with your ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Did you pick 2 cards for me and for you?
No, I picked 2 for you.
Oh, just 2 for me.
And I saw one that I didn't like, so I just put it in the discard pile.
Okay. We'll read it later.
It wasn't good. It was like being tarred and feathered. I'm like,
tarred and feathered.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
It's like old school.
Like loser, yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have every dog you meet immediately start humping your leg?
Oh, that's not so bad. Okay.
No. Or masturbate in the middle of Times Square?
Oh, the dog one.
Yeah.
Who's masturbating in the middle of time? You can go to jail. Hello? There's children there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You certainly can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. That feels illegal. So the dog one.
Yeah, any type of masturbation in public. Do you think you would ever? How much do you have to be paid to masturbate in public? Is there a number?
I mean, what are we considering public?
Sure. Where there's no children.
Yeah.
Right? So like somewhere where you can't go to jail for it. But like in front of a group of at least 50 people.
Oh, in front of a group? Yeah, there's nowhere that you could like.
Yeah.
No.
Happening.
No. Yeah. Plus, if you have every dog you ever meet hump your leg, you get to meet a lot of really cool fucking
I'm obsessed
dogs.
with that.
And they get really close to you so you can pet them.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me at all.
Do you remember when I was telling you a long time ago, I think, when I went to Savannah that first time and I was there alone, there's a really cute like bulldog that came up to me and was humping my leg. He was so sweet. He was in a bar and he was listening to jazz music and I got to
having
like,
the best night of his life.
Oh, he was a sweet boy.
He's an angel.
Him's an angel. All right, picking 2 cards for you, Car, and hopefully they're not
sex related.
Sex related, because damn.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Carly,
yes.
Would you rather be forced to remove your pants before sitting down? Forced. Or blow a horse to completion? Hello?
Forced to remove my pants.
It's not really a forcing to.
No,
to do
who doesn't love having their pants off?
Okay, literally.
Like, especially if you're wearing jeans or anything like.
Yeah, the jeans I'm wearing right now have to go. I can't wait to go home and take these off.
Car's wearing jeans, which look fucking killer on you, by the way.
Oh.
You look good in jeans. I don't know the last time I wore. Really?
Yeah, that's insane. I'm not gonna. Whatever. Sure. Thank you.
You look great in jeans.
Thank you.
I wore these. What did you call them earlier?
Soccer pants.
Soccer pants?
Yeah, they are. That's what they are.
I've never heard of that before. But I'm trying to like, well, I'm wearing all my backpacking gear at random now just to like try it out and get used to the different textures. And yeah, because feel this. Just give her a feel.
Yeah, these are literally soccer pants. Yeah.
They're like soft, but they're, I have a texture problem. So.
It has a texture problem.
Yep. I'm wearing them now and I'm getting used to it and they're not as bad as I thought.
What's a texture you love?
I don't love things that immediately I feel like I can't breathe in. Like this, I thought I would hate because I thought like, windproof.
It's like completely breathable though.
But it's breathable. Yeah. It's hit or miss. I have to feel fabrics to know.
Yeah, that's valid.
If they scratch me wrong, if they're too soft, if they're not soft enough, if they're pilly, if they're not pilly, like just
you
depends.
Use that word so often.
Pilly.
I'd never heard that word before I met you.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
I know what it means.
Yeah.
It just is like pilly.
Like, but when you can tell a garment is getting old.
Yeah.
And if it's too old and I put it on and I can feel that on my skin, no thanks.
I feel like this is getting pilly.
Mine is a little, but not bad. It's on the outside, not the inside.
Got it.
Yeah. And we wear them all the time.
We wear these all the time. And they're only like 2 years old. That's what's so crazy.
Love it. Like I wore my besties sweatshirt this weekend.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah.
There's a picture.
None
that we'll see the light of day because they didn't turn out well. But
did they not?
Just like do a quick edit job and then
maybe.
Yeah, maybe
just like zoom out really far so it's really little and then pixelated and
pop a little blemish mover on my face and then we'll be good.
Oh, all right.
That's our episode. We good?
That's our episode.
Perfect. Thank you so much for tuning into episode 17 of Make It to Wednesday, a Hump Day podcast. We are your show hosts.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Karla. If you like what we're doing here, feel free to like and subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Send us a text message, leave a comment, do all the things, rate, review.
Share our shit with your friends.
Share our shit. That's going to be our SOS. SOS.
Share our shit.
Share our shit with your friends and your family if they like that kind of thing.
Maybe not your older family members.
Whatever. If they don't like it, whatever. You can go to hell. I'm just kidding. We will be back next week for another great episode of Make It to Wednesday,
a Hump Day podcast.
Love that. Love you guys. Bye.
And that's a wrap on this week's episode of Make It to Wednesday. We hope we've helped you laugh, think, and maybe even get through a tough moment in your week. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, and leave us a review if you loved hanging out with us. Your feedback keeps us going. Follow us on all of our social media for more behind-the-scenes fun and updates. Got a topic or question you want us to tackle? Slide into our DMs or send us an email at makeitowednesdaypod@gmail.com. Thanks for spending part of your week with us, and until next time, keep pushing through. You're doing great. We'll see you next Wednesday.